Hey guys, welcome to Jade Stone Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading where you guys will be using your intuition to pick a card / pick a crystal of which one you are drawn to the most. Now before we get into this, I'm going to show you each crystal up close. We'll talk about the healing properties and you guys will use your intuition, your discernment to see which one you are feeling drawn to the most, okay? So we have group number 1, which we'll be using the Crystal Power Tarot with the crystal Malachite. We have group number 2, Santa Muerte Tarot, and we have Snowflake Quartz. Group number 3 using the Vise-Versa Tarot and Crystal Carnelian. And group number 4, we have the Illuminati Tarot using the crystal Moonstone. Alright, so let's talk about each of these crystals and their healing properties, and then we'll take a moment to cleanse the energy, calm our breaths, and get in tune with our intuition, and then we'll get right into this, okay? So for group number 1, we have the crystal Malachite. Malachite assists in growing emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, as well as healing the heart. It helps with observation skills, as well as absorbs negative energies, even from the body. It's good for those that have been feeling ill or under the weather. It also assists in asthma or the health of respiratory system. It is a grounding stone and it also helps open your heart to receiving and giving love unconditionally. Group number 2, Santa Muerte Tarot, and we have Snowflake Quartz. It supports you during life lessons, assists in emotional response. It's a soothing, gentle stone that aids during meditation and helps us link to our deep inner wisdom and looking inward. It helps let go of overwhelming feelings and limitations. It promotes mental clarity. It also helps bring good fortune. This represents your crown. Group number 3, we have Carnelian. It helps calm our fears about death and rebirth, increase our personal power and physical activity, as well as enhancing our sexual energy. It helps bring courage, boost creativity and compassion, as well as sharpens our concentrations and helps us manifest our ideas. It also eases menstrual pain, restores motivation, and this represents your sacral and solar plexus. Group number 4, we have Moonstone. This is a stone for new beginnings. It soothes emotional instability and stress and stabilizes our emotions. It promotes inspiration, success, good fortune in love and business matters, as well as strengthens our intuition. It enhances our creativity and brings balance and harmony into our life. It enhances patience. It is said to grant wishes, and it's also used for protection during travel. And we'll be using the Illuminati Tarot. Now that we talked about the healing properties of each crystal, you might actually have a little bit of a nudge as to which one you're being called to, but let's just make sure you're 100% sure. Let's just cleanse the energy. Let's calm the mind. Let's just get in tune with our thoughts. Okay, I'm going to be using my singing bowl. Okay. I'll have the timestamps in the comments below if you need a little bit more time to pick a card. Take as much time as you need. Trust your gut. Go with the first instinct that you have. And I apologize for the sound in the background. And let's get into it. So group number 1, Malachite, Crystal Power Tarot. Let's get into it. I'm just going to slide these cards up. Okay. We got Malachite, I showed y'all up close of it, the healing properties we've talked about. Let's get into it. Group number 1. Any messages for group number 1 for the month of June 2021? What's going on for group number 1, please? Show me clearly. Any messages, insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 1 for the month of June 2021? Also, tomorrow, which I'll be uploading this tomorrow, I'm going to try my best. I'll get it up. I will get it up. we have the solar eclipse in Gemini, okay? So very intense energy, also new moon in Gemini, so be sure to set your intentions according to your house placements in your chart. But yeah, it's going to be a really good time to planting your new seeds, and obviously we got a lot of retrograde energy coming at play, but Mercury goes direct on the 20th or something. I'll have it on the screen, and I did not want for that to happen. So it's kind of just about planning and getting our ideas in order and figuring out what are we doing, where are we going, what are we trying to accomplish moving forward, getting our feet grounded, okay? Let's talk about it. So group number 1, any messages for group number 1 for June 2021? The deck is kind of getting a little bit sticky, so it's probably getting ready. Messages for group number 1 for June 2021. Any messages for group number 1, please? Okay, Ace of Pentacles trying to come out, last shuffle. Okay, all right. Let's get into this. Messages for group number 1. Whoa, y'all see that card flip out? Ace of Wands. Beautiful new beginning. Awesome. Passionate, exciting. You're feeling confident. Justice flipping right out. Awesome. Libra energy. Messages for group number 1. These cards they got a lot to say. We got Judgment coming out. Oh. Messages for group number 1 for June 2021. Okay, we got the High Priestess. Yo, 9 of Pentacles. Let's get one more for group number 1. Just kidding. Okay, you got the Eight of Swords, my bad. King of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. Okay. Whoa. Ooh, 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, I was right. I said Ace of Swords. I was like, no, I meant 8 of Swords. Well, we actually got the Ace of Swords as well as the Emperor. So these are just some extra cards at the bottom to give a little bit more context. So we actually have quite a bit of major arcana going on here. You guys might be going through some pretty important times right now. You might be dealing with endings. You guys might be dealing with losses. You might be kind of going through a little bit. Or maybe you're just having some ups and downs of life. You know, we all have those days. We all have moments where we get in our head. Eight of Swords, where we start doubting or we are unsure of the direction we're going down, and you know, we're needing to really learn to practice mindfulness and calming our mind and getting in tune with our intuition. Malachite is actually a very grounding stone, and it's about following your heart, trusting your heart. Some of you are like, but what if my heart will lead me down the wrong path? Don't discredit yourself. You are smart. You are strong. You are intuitive. Look, we have the High Priestess coming out. Your intuition is on point. Your intuition will never fail you. Follow your gut, follow your instincts, follow what your intuition is telling you, as well as the dream space. Some of you might be getting messages throughout your dreams. Pay attention, pay close attention, because your guides, angels, ancestors are trying to communicate with you. You might even be having dreams of those that have passed on, or ancestors, or your grandmother or grandfather, or like someone who maybe you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe they're coming through in your dreams to give you some sort of message. That's coming through to me. It's like, okay, pay close attention. It's not a coincidence. Dreams matter. I can't believe there's people around who don't think that dreams have meanings. Like, how could you think that? I mean, like, to each their own, of course, your own opinion for sure, but we dream so much of our life. We sleep so much of our life, you know? So how could it not mean anything? There's so much to it, even if it's just insight into our subconscious and our own selves. Like, I believe personally, of course, your beliefs may be different, but I just believe dreams are so important to pay attention to. So get a dream journal. Write down your dreams when you wake up. Write them down immediately. For me personally, when I write down my dreams, I tend to remember my dreams much more, and they are more detailed when I wake up. When I slack off and I stop writing down my dreams, they get very fuzzy, and then like, I don't know, I just kind of go through a weird phase where I don't remember my dreams at all. And then as soon as I start to write them down, even if it's like one little detail, I begin to start remembering my dreams. So of course it might be different for you, but for those that maybe don't remember your dreams, try writing them down. Like, I really think you might benefit from that, and you can also learn to interpret your own dreams as well as look up meanings on Google or whatever. But it really does give a lot of insight as to what you might be going through, and there's a lot of symbolism behind if you just pay attention. Okay, there might be lots of signs and indicators on the path that you're going down, but you might not even be paying attention to them because you're just so much in your head with that Eight of Swords. So basically, you're needing to calm the mind. You're definitely needing to get into some sort of meditation practice so that you can hear your thoughts, your intuition more clearly, clearly. And also, you guys might be focusing a lot more on your health, your stability, your wellness in the month of June, or for the remainder of June, making that more of a priority, making that more of a focus, taking the time you need to nurture yourself so that you feel strong, you feel confident, you feel better. Because some of you have been going through a bit of a rocky time where you've just been feeling more sad or blue, melancholy. Some of you actually have gone through some really intense things, or maybe some losses or pains, hurts, and I feel for you, and my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you all my love, sending you good energy. You will get through this. This too shall pass. But I think what may help you during these times of stress and anxiety and heaviness, is to focus on yourself, to focus on your wellness, to put yourself as the first priority and build that solid foundation from underneath, right? No one can take that away from you. Learning to love yourself and giving yourself that gentleness, that compassion, that love that you deserve, okay? We have judgment coming out. So it's as if, your actions right now are being judged by not only others. You might be judging harshly on yourself and also the universe. Your actions have influence. Are you applying the wisdom that you gained from past experiences? Are you applying that wisdom? Or are you finding yourself repeating the same old cycles over and over and over? Justice and judgment coming out talk about life lessons and karma, and have you learned your lesson? If not, guess what? You won't go through the gates to this new beginning. You're going to stay where you are and you're going to learn the lesson. It's like when you fail a grade, you're not going to move up to the next grade. You're going to stay in that grade. You're going to retake all your classes and you better pass, It's kind of the same energy I'm getting from this. So it's like universe has their eye on you. They're like, hey, group number 1, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the lessons, pay attention if you've been repeating or falling back into old ways of being. It's okay. We all have slip-ups. We all sometimes have moments where we fall back a few steps, and it's all good. But just to be aware of when we have those moments so that you can recognize and wake up and prevent yourself from repeating those cycles, right? Justice coming out, things are balancing out. If there were any wrongdoing, if there was any hurt, if anybody had done you wrong or caused you pain, hurt, sadness, or a lot of anxiety in your life, a lot of just unnecessary energy, just know the scales will be balanced. Justice will do its thing. The karma will do its thing. The universe will step in. I would suggest just you focus on your road. Don't worry about them. Don't waste your time waiting for them to get their justice. You focus on you. That's what matters the most. You have some really important things coming up. Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new passions, new ideas will be flooding to you. You're going to be feeling very inspired with the ideas that come to you. You may also want to jot down your ideas, brainstorm, and come up with some sort of plan. Of course, as we are still in Mercury retrograde, so of course this is better to plan than to take action right away. But once Mercury goes direct, you're in the clear and you will fly forward with the confidence that you gained during this little break, during this little moment where you're kind of feeling a little bit down, a little bit heavy, and you decide, okay, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on the connection I have with myself. I'm going to break free from these limitations and these fears and mindsets that have been holding me back. And I'm going to work on getting my stability. King of Pentacles. All right. I'm also seeing that this idea or this new start, this new passion, obviously could be relating to your career or some sort of passion or some sort of creative endeavor or project. But this may even bring in finances or stability, financial security in your life, which is awesome, right? And just like I said, that foundation that you're building for yourself, when you take care of yourself, when you nurture yourself, when you're kind and gentle to yourself, you're building a solid foundation and a solid connection to yourself. You're learning to love yourself. You're learning to not settle for any less, because let's be real, if you treat yourself poorly, how are you allowing those around you to treat you? If you treat yourself with the most respect, the most love, that's all you're going to tolerate. Anybody who gives you less than what you deserve, you will know. And some of you, that might be a lesson that you're going through. Some of you are recognizing that it's important to find that self-love, that validation from within. And that is a process, and that shit does not happen overnight, but it is capable. And I think you guys are working very steadily to get there, and you are, and your efforts show. So keep that hard work up, because again, what you put out, you receive back with justice, right? What you put out, you receive. There is also a bit of the energy with judgment coming out. This does bring up the past, or making you look back, reflect, and revisit some past experiences you've gone through. I'm not really getting the energy as if like the past is coming back, but like I just feel as if you might be reminded of the past, or like I said, in your dreams there might be some people from your past that come through in your dreams, or certain lessons or places or certain memories that are being triggered for you to reflect on. And if there's any healing that needs to take place, because some of you have some healing that needs to take place. Malachite is actually a very healing energy, especially for those that have been struggling or going through some pretty heavy heart stuff, right? Malachite, I can't speak, y'all. Mercury retrograde, really fucking with me. Malachite's very good for healing and, you know, soothing your heart and keeping you grounded and centering your emotions, things like that. And so I definitely feel like if you got Malachite, have that in your pocket. Yeah, it definitely feels a little bit heavy in the heart, but you guys are overcoming a lot of these struggles in the month of June. You are. The Nine of Swords being in your head, so you guys are like definitely experiencing a lot of anxiety or a lot of fears about the future, fears about where you are, doubting yourself, doubting the path that you're on, doubting the direction you're heading down. Like, you guys are definitely in your head and you're needing to come down and ground yourselves. You guys are way up in the clouds. Way up in the clouds, you need to come down, okay? Definitely focus on your breath. Get into a meditation practice. Go outside. Go out in nature. Ground yourself. Walk on the ground barefoot. Do some grounding. Hug a tree, you know? Really just get out in your element, depending on what sign you are or what signs are heavy influence in your chart. Be around those elements. You know, if you're a heavy fire sign, be around fire, or like have a little campfire or light some candles. If you're an earth sign, definitely go out in nature, do some gardening. If you're a water sign, be by water. Water is extremely cleansing. If you're an air sign, again, just be outside, be around the elements. That's what's really going to help recharge you and kind of take you back into the present moment. Because when we're experiencing a lot of anxiety and stress and fears, we are not in the present moment. We're ungrounded. We're way too fixed on the future. We're way too fixed on the past, and we're needing to be right here, right now, in the present moment. So this is your message for June, to be in the present moment. You know, we always kind of get carried away with the trials and tribulations of our life and what's going on in the world and what we're going to do next week or tomorrow or a year from now. We get so caught up on things that haven't even happened yet, and it takes away from now, what we have right here, right now, the blessings, the things we've worked so hard for to get to where we are today, right? Our past self wanted what we got here, but we're so carried away, focused on things that maybe don't really matter that much. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. But this, you know, this anxiety that you're feeling right now, I feel like that's going to be clearing up quite soon. Ace of Swords and the Emperor, Aries energy. What else do we have? We have Taurus, we have Pisces, and then we have all the elements coming up. But these are the signs coming through, as well as Aries. So this is about you guys taking control of your mind, recognizing your thoughts don't have to control you. Your emotions don't have to control you. You control the thoughts. You control your emotions. You are the creator. You're the main character, and you have a choice. You have a say, and you have your free will. If you're not happy with how you're feeling, you got to make some sort of change. You got to make some sort of adjustments. You can't keep making excuses for yourself, point blank. I'm sorry. I know it can be a little bit harsh. Trust me, I've been there. I've made excuses for myself, but where does that get us? Nowhere. Right? Except feeling sorry for ourselves. And we can have our moments, right? I'm not saying don't feel your feelings. Let it out, embrace it, honor it, express it, release it. Do what you gotta do. If you gotta cry, then cry. If you gotta yell, then yell. If you gotta scream or talk to someone, do it. Like, do whatever it is that you gotta do, but recognize that you have a choice as to how you feel, and you have the sword, and you can remove anything in your life that does not serve you. Now, it may take some time. It may not happen overnight. It may be a process, but you got this. Okay, group number 1. Interesting energy. And then also with the Emperor, Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles and King of Pentacles, like with these cards coming out, your hard work, your dedication, your focus will pay off. Like, look at this, champion. Okay. Heavy boss mentality. You guys just owning up. You guys might be an entrepreneur or starting up your own business, or you're just very reliable. And you get a lot of work done, and people respect that. People see you for who you are, and they see the amount of work you put into your ideas and your projects and even yourself, right? Like, it shows. Your effort truly does show. And I just want you to know that it counts. Let's see. I don't even know, like, let's pull, I'm like trying to figure out what should I do next. I'm like winging it, you guys. We're going to pull some affirmations for group number 1. Any affirmations for group number 1, please show me clearly. Any affirmations for group number 1 for June 2021? Any affirmations for group number 1 for June 2021? Any affirmations for group number 1 for June 2021? Oh, okay. Card explosion. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot. Okay. Let's see. We have worthiness. We talked about worthiness and your own self-worth and finding that validation from within. Beautiful. So worthiness, how you are treated is the reflection of how you see yourself. You deserve respect, trust, love, and more because you are priceless. Affirmation, I am worthy. We have, oh my god, we have a lot. You guys, okay, we have inner peace, right? So that's actually very fitting. Talk about, getting into a meditation practice. Inner peace, find a moment to meditate, for in the silence, answers to your prayer. Find a moment to meditate, for in the silence, answers to your prayers are heard. Listen carefully. Affirmation, I am at peace. So finding that inner peace. We have change for the future. Awesome. Okay, stand firm and challenge past events in your life. The belief you need to work hard to achieve is no longer relevant. Let go and you'll be rewarded in the most unexpected way. Affirmation, I'm strong. And the horse in my animal spirit deck that we're not going to be using today, but in that card, it does talk about, commitment and focusing on yourself, bettering yourself, making yourself feel stronger on the inside and on the outside, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So it talks about meditation practice or even a yoga practice, as well as like some sort of exercise to keep your body feeling strong, as well as you feeling stronger, more confident, and just like overall taking care of yourself. That's really going to benefit you guys. We have spiritual path. Beautiful. Spiritual path coming out. We know our spiritual needs. Logic does not give us answers. You have the wisdom and the knowledge to achieve. Positive self-talk helps you progress and see your future clearly. Affirmation, I am capable. Recognizing that you truly are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Sometimes we can become our own blockages. And so with that being said, needing to be mindful. All right, sorry about that, guys. I realized I didn't plug in my laptop and it shut off. I was like, oh my god. So it's plugged back in. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You guys are capable. Anything that you set your mind to, you can create. Obviously, it's going to require you to put in the effort, take an action, and follow through, and to push through your fears, right? And it also requires you to identify where the fears stem from so that you can work through that and overcome it, and you don't have to repeat that again or like struggle as much as you may have in the past, right? So this is going to require you guys to maybe do a little bit of shadow work, a little bit of reflection, but just knowing that deep down you have the ability to be successful and you are capable. So just remember that. We have relationships. Let me show you guys relationships. We have a lot. I didn't think that we were going to have this many. Relationships. Surround yourself with others who have achieved what you desire and allow their influence to inspire you. The future is positive. Affirmation, I am inspired. It's true. Who we surround ourselves with do have an impact on who we are and how we act. So be aware of who you're surrounding yourself with. Are they uplifting? Are they inspiring? Do they motivate you to be the best version of you? Do they motivate you to work hard and work on yourself? Or do you surround yourself with people who maybe aren't the best influence? Because that's true. Who you surround yourself with says a lot about the kind of person you are. So surround yourself with like-minded people who push you to be your best, and all will be well. Okay? Anything else? The future is positive. Hell yeah, the future is positive. And we have ability and success. What did I tell you, right? You're capable. On this path, you just have to set your mind to it, push through those fears, those limiting beliefs, ground yourself, calm the mind, Oh, did I even read this? Sorry, I didn't. I'm getting so carried away. You are being directed, and what you see as a struggle is fading away. Opportunities are opening up in a number of directions. Affirmation, I am successful. So, beautiful way to wrap up this reading. I'm actually going to pull a couple of Tikashi messages, but knowing that these fears are just fears, right? These thoughts that you're having, these limitations that you're having, that's all they are. You don't have to give your power away to them. And I know it's scary. I know it's scary to step out of your comfort zone. And I know that you guys are going through some ups and downs. And it's not easy. But this too shall pass. Like I said earlier, this will pass. You will come out on the other side and find that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Because you know what they say. There can't be a rainbow without a little rain. I know, cheesy as fuck. But I mean, shit, you guys. Ability and success. Opportunities are opening up in a number of directions. That's facts. You had the Ace of Wands here, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor. Like, come on. You guys got some really good stuff coming your way. You just need to focus on you and work on bettering yourself. And let me get where are my tongues caught? You guys, what is going on? I can't speak. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. So I need Tikashi messages for group number 1. For June 2021, any Tikashi messages for group number 1 for June 2021. Any Tikashi messages for group number 1 for June 2021. What Tikashi messages do we have to wrap up this read? Any Tikashi messages for group number 1? Okay, we got 2 coming out. Let's get one more. Thank you. Just kidding. They gave me an extra. They have a lot to say, I guess, for you guys. So we have growth coming out. All movement is growth. Acknowledge your growth. And as you do so, you will find your pathway changes and expands. Do not judge it. You have grown beyond all directions, so perhaps you're ready to create something new. We have confidence, right? Be confident in yourself, hold your composure, be certain of yourself. You have no need to doubt yourself, do not undermine your confidence. Have the courage to boldly be yourself, confidently and lovingly. Know that your goals are within reach. Be loving to those that do not have your level of self-confidence. We have gentleness, be gentle with yourself and others. Let go of those harsh judgments, literally what I was saying earlier. Some of you have been really hard on yourselves and maybe even hard on those around you. Tread gently upon the earth with reverence for life. Spend some time surrounded by nature. I said that. Feel the gentle flow of growth around and within you. It is not to be forced, but gently nurtured. It is not to be forced, but gently nurtured and allowed. Gentleness is a strength. Feel its awesome power. And like the gentle giant. And we have risk. Risk being yourself, risk having fun, risk loving, risk living. Life is full of risks, nothing is guaranteed. Risks are easy when you trust yourself and flow, but do not take physical risks at this time. Nothing venture, nothing gain. Give a new idea a go. Take a chance on something new. Change your routine and be different. So, group number 1, that is what I got for you guys for the month of June. I hope you guys found this helpful or insightful. Please leave a comment below and let me know if you did or if you enjoyed these types of readings. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. You can always turn on the bell so that you are notified when I upload. If you guys want, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye. Okay, group number 2, you're up next. Now, if you hear snoring in the background, my dog has joined me now. It is now her nap time, so if you hear snoring in the background, it's just her. We're going to cleanse the energy from the remainder of the last spread I did for group number 1. Now, group number 2, let's get into your energy. Alright, thank you, spirit guides, angels. Let's get into it. So, Snowflake Quartz, group number 2. This is a crystal you chose. We already talked about the healing properties, and we're using Santa Muerte tarot deck, alright? Take a deep breath. Let's get into it. Group number 2 for June 2021. Any messages for group number 2 for the month of June 2021? Any messages for group number 2 for the rest of June? Any messages for group number 2, please? Show me clearly what's going on for group number 2. Those that chose Snowflake Quartz. Any messages for group number 2, Snowflake Quartz? For June 2021, what's going on for group number 2? Show me clearly. The deck might be ready soon. Let me see. Any messages for group number 2 for June 2021? What messages do we have for group number 2? Show me clearly. Any messages for group number 2 for June 2021? Those that chose Snowflake Quartz for June 2021. What's going on for group number 2? All right, let's get into it. Get my hair out of the way. My goodness, my crystal's getting caught. They're falling off my fingers. You guys, it is so cold. It's been raining. My hands are so cold right now. I got my heated blanket. Anyways, group number 2 for June 2021. Any messages for group number 2 for June 2021? What does group number 2 need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance? We got the Queen of Wands coming out. Fire energy. Messages for group number 2. 9 of Swords. Okay. Messages for group number 2 for June. Strength. Leo energy coming out. We also got Gemini. Group number 2 for June 2021. We have the Star Aquarius energy. Messages for group number 2. Show me clearly. 4 of Cups and 8 of Swords reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and Justice. Also Ace of Wands. So there's something brand new in the near future. I would say probably end of the month, end of June, where you may get this sudden urge, or there's this inspiration where you feel inspired to go after something like a creative endeavor, creative project, or something that just brings a lot of fulfillment and excitement, and something that you just really enjoy. Okay, so that's kind of like down the line. This is kind of similar to group number 1's energy a little bit, I can't lie. You guys are both experiencing some anxiety. You guys both had the 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and 9 of Swords. Completely different deck, similar cards coming through. You guys are needing to also work on mindfulness this month, practicing calming the mind, especially as Snowflake Quartz did mention how this is a really good stone to have during meditation to help calm your mind. It's very I don't know if it's just this stone, but it's super smooth. So if you have this stone, perhaps have it in your back pocket, or just have it around you if you do have it. If not, it's no big deal. So let's talk about this. There's something that's on your mind, and it's requiring a lot of strength for you to muster up the courage to push through. It's definitely fears. Perhaps you guys have been investing a lot of time, energy into either a connection or a project, or something that's been a wish fulfillment, something that you really, really wanted, and you've been working something that you've really, really wanted, but you've been working towards it for quite some time, but it just feels like you're not really getting anywhere, and it feels discouraging. Like, there's this wish, there's this dream with the star, this passion, something that you've always hoped and dreamed and wanted, but you just feel so, discouraged, like you're not seeing the results come in, you're not really getting anywhere, it feels stagnant, you just kind of feel stuck, and you don't know what to do. We also have that 5 of Cups, and you feel very stuck, you feel very puzzled, you're unsure about is this the right path for me? Did I make a mistake doing this, going down this road? Should I reconsider, or should I go back, or should I try something else? There is a lot of heaviness, there is a lot of sadness for some as well. Especially if this is talking about a relationship. Some of you feel as if you've been investing a lot of time and energy into a relationship, but it's maybe it's unbalanced, or maybe you feel like it's unrequited, or some of you are just really in your head. But it does seem like end of this spread, we have the 8 of Swords reversed, so you guys will be seeing through the illusions, or seeing through whatever these blocks are. There will be a breakthrough, so that's really positive. But currently, you guys are in the 9 of Swords, where you guys are really in your head. This is so similar to group number 1's spread. You might want to consider listening to their spread, but it's so weird. I'm feeling pressure in my head. I actually feel like I need to massage it. It just feels like tension. Ugh. You guys. Take a deep breath. Seriously, you guys might be overthinking, overanalyzing your actions, what you might have said, or what someone maybe has said to you. And it's just you guys are needing to be surrounded by your loved ones, those that support you. You're needing to be kind to yourself. You're needing to be gentle with yourself. It's so weird. It's I literally feel my third eye is pulsing. It's so strange. I feel it. Maybe it's twitching a little bit. I don't know. It's so strange, you guys. I'm feeling the energy from this, not gonna lie. But like I said, this is Leo energy. Did I mention that? I might have. Anyways, you need to be patient with yourself. I think you're also needing to be patient with the progress. I know it's hard. I know hearing be patient is not like the most fun thing to hear. You want things instantly. You want to get over this hurdle. You want things to be easier, more smooth. But this is just part of the process. This is just part of the journey. And to just learn to surrender that a lot of things, especially when it comes to timing, is out of your control. And I know it can be feeling a little bit discouraging or a little bit unfair at times, but to trust in yourself, to trust in the direction you're going down. And if you need to make any tweaks or adjustments or changes, now is the time, especially with all this retrograde energy. And I was saying this is like, it's not necessarily the best time to be taking much action right now. I think it's important for you guys to just kind of be in your comforts, be in your home, be around your loved ones, focus on getting rest. And, because if you're not in the right mindset, if you're not in the right energy, you can easily become your own block. And things just feel frustrating, or you end up butting heads with people, or even just with yourself hitting a brick wall, especially when it comes to creative endeavors, the Queen of Wands. You guys might be working towards some sort of business idea or something career related, but if you're not in the right mindset or the right energy, it's just like you're forcing it. But then when you force it, it doesn't feel right and it doesn't turn out the way you want it to. And then it just leads frustration, and then you just hit a brick wall. Like, that's an example. If this is regarding like your career, if this is regarding a relationship right now, maybe communication's just like off, or you can sense the vibe is off, or vice versa. Someone maybe senses the vibe is off with you, and there's just kind of confusion when it comes to a connection or a relationship. Page of Cups with the Five of Cups. It's like, if there's been any miscommunication, especially as Mercury retrograde is highlighting miscommunication and not understanding one another, or all of that, there could be some sort of like an apology or making up over a fallout or argument. I'm not saying like someone who's like done you wrong, hurt you, betrayed you, fucked you over is gonna come back. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying like if recently you and a friend, you and a partner, you and a loved one, family member, someone who's close to you may have butt heads or had a disagreement or an argument. Maybe there's a lot of miscommunication or just not understanding each other. It looks like there's the possibility for that to be cleared up, especially with Justice coming out, Libra energy. We have all like a lot of air. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards out of this entire spread is all air. Anyways, with Justice coming out, this not only talks about like the scales being balanced, this talks about lessons being learned. This also talks about making things right. So if someone has maybe said something that hurt you or offended you, or maybe came off the wrong way, especially with all this eclipse energy, like there's a lot of blow-ups. You might be feeling a lot of tension is in the air, or maybe you feel very tense, very just like on edge. Just ground yourselves. I think it's so important, especially with all this air energy. I said this in group number 1. It's like you guys are up in the clouds. You need to come down, find the middle ground. Okay, time to get grounded, time to get centered. If you need to just disconnect for a little bit and just go inward and protect yourself and be by yourself, please do so. Some of you definitely need to. Some of you are needing to just go out in nature. And again, this is so similar to group number 1. Like, so interesting. Also, when we look at the Nine of Swords, you guys obviously are in your head overthinking something, overcomplicating something. It's like you might be nitpicking a situation that has already happened, a conversation or something that's already been done. Whether this was a few hours ago, yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, it's like you keep revisiting it and you're really in your head nitpicking the details. But there's also the message coming through to learn from the past instead of finding yourself repeating. Look at how he's holding the book. It's like, remember what you were learning. Remember what you learned. Remember the lessons and apply that. Some of you have forgotten, and you may find yourself repeating certain cycles or going down, looping in certain areas or certain relationships, or just overall in general, things have just been like repetitive. You find yourself in the same old cycle. It's like you feel like you're moving 5 steps forward, 10 steps back, and it's just super frustrating. And again, it's discouraging, and you're like, well, what the hell am I going to do about this? Like, hello, what the hell am I going to do about this? I just feel like I'm getting nowhere with that 4 of Cups. Like, you just feel like, what's the point? And so it's like you're kind of getting in your own way. I don't think you see the full picture. I think you guys are needing to, first of all, take a break to just calm your energy, calming your mind. Get into some sort of meditation practice, okay? Yoga practice, or just, again, getting out in nature, going on a little walk, and just not really thinking about much, just really being in the present moment. And then when you do that, your mind is much more clear and you're able to see things more clearly, less fuzzy, because right now you're definitely like not seeing the full picture, the full reality of something, because you're just so caught up with like your feelings. Your feelings are definitely coming in play here, and definitely acknowledge how you feel and express it. And if you need to cry, or if you need to, communicate with someone, express it. Don't bottle it up. Don't hold it in. Otherwise, that's just going to add to more mental confusion and stress and anxiety. I think it's very important for you guys to communicate how you feel, but just be aware of how you're communicating. Be aware, be clear with what's on your mind, because things can easily get scrambled or misunderstood, especially with all the astrology going on right now and Mercury retrograding. It's just like things could easily be misunderstood. So just making sure that whatever you're communicating, you're saying it from an honest place, but also speaking in a clear way. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling like if you had recently had a fallout with someone, or even if it's not like a fallout, like it wasn't even severe, just maybe you might be on odd terms with someone, or things are just a little bit awkward or tense, like I think that's going to be cleared up. If there's a conversation that's needed to be had, it requires vulnerability, it requires patience on both sides, right? With strength, talks about needing to have the patience and open-minded to hearing each other out. Yeah, I honestly, this reading, I'm kind of getting as if like there was a fallout, or like, again, it doesn't have to be like some severe type shit, but just like, anyways, I'm getting that energy strongly of like needing to take a break, cool off both sides, calm down, and then once you both have calmed down, then it's like, okay, let's talk this out. Let's communicate. Let's be honest. Let's be clear. Let's understand one another, okay? And then, of course, another message I was getting earlier is like, if you have been working towards something, a project or something, trying to get something off the ground, and you feel like you're not really getting anywhere, it might be feeling very discouraged, especially if this is regarding around like a wish fulfillment or a dream or something that you've always wanted, and you maybe have been working towards it for quite some time, but you just feel like you might not be getting anywhere, and it just kind of feels sucky. It just kind of feels sad. But to not let that discourage you. You know what they say, if something starts quick, it's probably going to end just as quickly, versus if you take the time to build that foundation, it will last much longer. So although you might not be seeing the results you want right now, keep at it. Don't let this discourage you. Keep moving forward. This dream of yours, it's not unrealistic. You got this. Just stay consistent, believe in yourself. And I know there might be moments where you want to quit. That's okay. Just take the time to rest, recharge your battery, and come back to it when you're in the right mindset. Okay, so that, again, like, I'm just getting two different messages really for this spread. It's like either there's like a little bit of a fallout, or maybe there's like some sort of arguing, misunderstanding that looks like it's going to be cleared up. Eight of Swords reverse, clearing up any confusions, any misconceptions, any misunderstandings. Look like that will be cleared up pretty soon. And then for those that have been feeling a little bit discouraged when it comes to your career or your passion, you might be feeling a little bit down in the dumps right now and in your feelings, and kind of just feeling like maybe I'm not good enough, or doubting your abilities. But remember, there was that Ace of Wands at the very bottom underneath these three cards, the Ace of Wands. So it's like you might be in this energy where you feel a little bit blocked, but it looks like you guys will overcome it once you just take a little break for yourself to recharge your battery, and then you'll come back stronger and better, and then you'll be like, all right, I'm ready. Let's start this over. Let's try again. I'm going to commit to this. What's underneath Ace of Wands? The Lovers. So obviously that talks about a choice. It also talks about commitment. This can sometimes talk about partnerships, but I'm also getting like the fact that the Ace of Wands was on top of the Lovers tells me that you have a decision on if you're going to commit to this right? Commit to this idea, commit to this project, commit to this passion. Okay, so that's for the message of like, for those that have felt like you haven't really gotten anywhere when it comes to your wish fulfillment or your dream, and it feels a little bit discouraging. But it looks like if you just commit to it and watch it play out, oh yeah, look at here, if you just commit to it, Four of Wands and the Chariot, Cancerian energy in the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is a very good card to come out. This talks about stability. It also talks about celebration of all your hard work and how far you've come. Now, this does say that there's a lot more work that's yet to be done, right? You're in the very early stages. This talks about progression, though, okay? So there's going to be some setbacks. There's going to be some delays, especially with Mercury retrograde, right? Delays. You may feel like you're not getting anywhere. You may feel like you're going backwards, and that sucks, right? It's discouraging. You're like, what the hell? Maybe this isn't for me. No, okay? You are capable. You really just have to commit to this, put the energy in. You're making progression. You're making progress here. And, you know, once you get over this hurdle and you push through these fears and these limitations, you got this. The Chariot. Just step into your confidence and believe in yourself. And I think that's what you guys are doing. Okay? So yeah, 2 different messages, 2 different groups. We're gonna get some little affirmations and some Tikashi messages, wrap this read up. But yeah, so that's kind of what I got. I picked up on 2 different energies. Maybe it applies, maybe both apply. Anyways, any affirmations for group number 2 for June 2021? Any affirmations for group number 2 for June 2021? Any affirmations for group number 2? Show me clearly. Any affirmations for group number 2 in June 2021? For those that chose Snowflake Quartz, any messages for group number 2? Show me clearly. Any affirmations for group number 2? Please give me less cards, because in group number 1, they gave me so many. I was like, damn, I did not want this many, but okay. So just less cards, Spirit. Thank you, and I think it's done. Okay, so any affirmations for group number 2? Any affirmations for group number 2 for June 2021? That didn't come out for a reason. Any affirmations for group number 2 for June 2021? Ability and success. Ayo. Affirmations for group number 2. Okay. Ability and success, balance, and wisdom. Very fitting. So we're just going to go with the 3. Okay. So, ability and success. Look at how... First of all, let's just talk about the imagery of this card. We got 2 koalas. There's little mama koala, and then there's little baby koala. Look at the support. You are supported by those around you. And if you're not, if you find that those around you aren't giving you that love, that support, you know the drill. Know your worth. Never settle for less. Okay, that's just my 2 cents. But you deserve love and support, and to surround yourself with those that do support you, okay? I'm just talking about the imagery here. So this says, you are being directed, and what you see as a struggle is fading away. Opportunities are opening up in a number of directions. Affirmation, I am successful. So the struggles, the fears, the blocks, the what ifs, even in this relationship, for those that have been dealing with some sort of tense in a relationship or miscommunication, or kind of like a bit of like an awkward miscommunication or something like that. Like, it looks like there will be a breakthrough, and that this breakthrough will be successful in understanding each other's point of views. When it comes to the other group I was picking up on, ability and success, you can be successful. You really just have to commit to this. You really just got to give this your solid effort if you haven't already, which I'm sure many of you have been. So just keep that up. Take as many breaks as you need, right? Ground your energy. Make sure you're in the right mindset before you start working on any of those projects, especially when it comes to creative endeavors or artistic endeavors, right? We got to be in the right energy. Otherwise, we'll end up just hitting a brick wall and losing inspiration. That's not fun. So just remember that. But you are successful. You really just got to put the solid effort in. But it requires you to have balance, right? Balance coming out. We got the Bear, which says, balancing activities and rest will increase your strength. Your body will indicate changes required in your nutrition. Affirmation, I am energized. So some of you might be needing to focus a lot. Some of you might be needing to focus a little bit more on your health, your wellness, getting better sleep, getting longer sleep, eating better, exercising a little bit more, and just overall balancing the things in your life, right? Don't just work, sleep, work. Like, have a good balance, you know, take time out for you, rest, recharge, be around your loved ones. Just, you know, overall, make sure that you are balancing things. Make sure that you yourself are balanced. You're not all up in the clouds, but you're also not stubborn and stuck in the ground, right? Finding the middle ground, like I said earlier. Balance is so important, as well as, you know, some of you might be changing your nutrition or making sure you're eating healthier foods, or just like getting your vitamins, drinking enough water, things like that. Just focusing a little bit more on your health too. Especially for those that have been feeling tired or lethargic or just like low energy, focus on those things, right? Maybe you have been lacking a little bit of sunlight. I don't know. And then we have wisdom coming out. Wisdom. Do you define yourself by others' expectations? Release fears and past beliefs, and life will take care of itself in flow. Affirmation: I am trusting my inner wisdom. So this is very important for you guys to work through this month. Definitely a lot of you have been experiencing a lot of anxiety and mistrusting yourself, second guessing yourself, your abilities, the path that you're on, and you're really needing to find that inner wisdom, that inner voice, and trust it and follow it and pay attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. Carve time out for you during the day to check in with yourself, even if it's 5-10 minutes, I don't care, just to be in silence and find that inner peace, okay? And learning to calm the mind. And that takes practice. It's not going to be, you know, wham, bam, you're a pro at it. Like, it's going to take time. It's going to take consistency, right? But making that kind of like a daily practice, that's really going to benefit you, and it will help you practice mindfulness. Okay, let's get some Tikashi. Oh, what? My phone is like low battery. How? It was fully charged when I came down here. I'm gonna have to get my charger after this. Tikashi Messages, because I'm recording my audio from my phone because Mercury retrograde took out my microphone and it stopped working. So yeah, I thought okay, I guess not. Anyways, Tikashi Messages for group number 2 for June 2021. Any Tikashi Messages for group number 2 to wrap up the spread? Any Tikashi Messages, please, for group number 2, June 2021. Any Tikashi Messages for group number 2 in June 2021 to wrap up the spread? Tikashi Messages for group number 2. We have gentleness. This came out for group number 1. Wow. Tikashi Messages for group number 2. If I can pick it up. We also got light. Tikashi Messages for group number 2 for June 2021. And choice. All right, gentleness. Be gentle with yourself and others. Let go of those harsh judgments. Tread gently upon the earth with reverence for life. Spend some time surrounded by nature and feel the gentle flow of growth around and within you. It is not to be forced, but gently nurtured and allowed. Gentleness is a strength. Feel its awesome power. Light. Allow more love and light into everything you do. Remember, you are love and light in action. Fear is heavy, love is light. Do not complain if you are in the darkness, rather stop and turn to the light. You don't need to take life so seriously. Lighten up, be joyous and radiant, and your pathway is lit. You can light the way for others with ease and confidence at this time. And choice. Stop making decisions from a fear-based childhood, no choice belief. Childhood realities have taught you a great deal, but it's time to let them go and be an empowered adult. It's time to take charge of your life and make purposeful choices. Now, as an adult, you never ever have no choice. Be prepared to look at all options. There are more options than you think. Yeah, kind of what I was feeling. It's like you guys might not be seeing the full situation because you're definitely in your head. You just calm the mind. Get grounded, get centered, and things will be much more clear for you. And it will help you decide, okay, what am I doing? Where am I going? How can I move forward? Because you won't be in this mindset. You'll be out of it, and you'll be able to see your way through these illusions, okay? So group number 2, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. As well, leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And if you want, you can turn on the notifications notification bell so that you guys are notified when I upload in the future. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Okay, group number 3, you guys chose Carnelian. Let me just cleanse the energy a little bit before we get into this. Group number 3 for June 2021. I'm asking my guides, angels, ancestors, come through. Thank you so much for all that you do. Truly grateful for you. Alright. So, you guys chose Carnelian. We already talked about its healing properties. Alright. Carnelian. Vise-Versa tarot. Let's get into this. Group number 3 for June 2021. What messages does group number 3 need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 3? For June 2021, messages for group number 3, please. Any messages for group number 3 for the month of June 2021? What's going on for group number 3? What messages do they need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 3? Those that chose Carnelian, what messages do they need to hear? Any messages for group number 3 for June 2021? Any messages for group number 3 in June 2021? Those that chose Carnelian. Any messages for group number 3? Messages for group number 3 for those that chose Carnelian for June 2021. What's going on? Please show me clearly any messages. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 3? Let's do one more. Okay, let's get into it. Group number 3 for June 2021. Any messages? Show me clearly what's going on for group number 3. Ooh, Empress coming out. Taurus energy. Beautiful starts. Messages. Okay, King of Wands backside. Messages for group number 3. Those that chose Carnelian for June 2021. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. We also have the 3 of Wands. Messages. Oh, Ace of Swords. Messages for group number 3 for June 2021. Messages for group number 3 for June 2021. Show me clearly. Any messages for group number 3? Magician backside and Ace of Cups. Ooh, we got the Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups. We definitely got lots of new energy coming through. We also have the 2 of Swords backside at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Swords backside, as well as the Queen of Swords backside. Okay. Oof, let's talk about it. I'm getting some of you recently have made the decision to walk away from something that just did not serve you. You put your foot down, you stood your ground, and you may have had to walk away. Or perhaps someone walked away from you because you set the boundaries and they didn't like it. I'm just saying, oof. Okay, so let me show you what I'm seeing. So this is at the bottom of the deck. I'm just looking at this instantly. That's just what I feel from this. You guys may have had a head over heart decision. And let me just show you the front. So this, let me see. This kind of feels like past energy, as if, let me show you. 5 of Swords, the front side. Okay, so this is the past. Let's talk about this. Okay, so someone maybe had hurt you or mistreated you the wrong way, said something hurtful for you, and it looks like as if you guys stood your ground because you did not want to tolerate that type of treatment, that type of behavior. It does not matter who they are in your life, whether you've known them for 5 days or 5 years. If they're going to treat you like this, say goodbye, right? So you guys had some sort of decision. 2 of Swords. Am I going to let them treat me like this and walk all over me and make me feel like shit? Or am I going to stand my ground? It looks like you guys made the decision to stand your ground. Anyways, it's almost as if you had to put on the cold shoulder. Turning off the emotions, looking at the facts rather than letting your emotions control you and be like, oh, well, I love this person. But at the same time, doesn't matter how much you love them, if they're going to treat you like this. So some of you definitely made the decision to set the boundary and be like, hey, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to put up with this. And either you could have walked away or someone may have walked away from you, okay? I'm just kind of getting that at the bottom of the deck. That's just kind of what came through. I'm also feeling like, look at this. We have the full moon in this card. We just had the solar eclipse today, filming this. We had the full moon in this card. We actually had the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius a few weeks ago. So, talks about illumination, and perhaps something was illuminated to you recently or coming up in June, and it leaves you with a decision, and you're needing to trust your intuition. Obviously, look at the facts. Trust your gut, right? Use your discernment. You may need to make a head over heart decision, but also trust your gut. Your gut won't fail you. If you had this feeling within you, like, oh, this is not right, I shouldn't be tolerating this, or I should stand up for myself, or I should speak up about how I feel, follow that gut instinct, okay? Follow it. If some of you feel like, I have to leave, I need to leave this, I gotta leave, I gotta go, follow that instinct. Do it, okay? But I do think you guys, as she's sitting on the rock, she's contemplating. So this is not like an impulsive decision, like, I'm just gonna go. Like, you've been thinking about it for quite some time, or whatever this decision is. Honestly, I'm getting as if, like, walking away, like the decision. If I can pick up this card, damn. When we look at the Five of Swords, there's two swords on the bottom, on the ground, right? The decision to walk away. And this decision, we have the Ace of Swords, right? I can't see, the lights in my eyes. Oh yeah, wrong side, okay. So sorry, I need to look at my screen actually. So he's holding this Ace of Swords right here, as if we have clarity, which we have the Ace of Swords, right? So you guys have gotten some sort of clarity that has helped you make this decision to walk away, all right? Or again, something like that. Okay, so the cards that came out on the table. We have Taurus and Libra energy. We also have some fire, a little bit of air, a little bit of water. That's about it. Okay, so I think you guys are recognizing your potential. It's like there's not too much action taken right now, and that's okay. That's actually a good thing. With all this retrograde energy, Mercury retrograding, it's not necessarily the best time to like go and start all these new things. It's kind of just like, just sit, wait, contemplate, brainstorm, and plan, and take baby steps. There's no rush. And that's kind of what you're doing here. King of Wands backside. You are sitting, he's looking at the snake. The snake, we can talk about it in many ways. Shedding old skin, transformation, recognizing your potential. Maybe this also talks about you guys recognizing an actual snake in the grass in your life. Someone who maybe you thought had true, pure intentions. Maybe it turns out that they don't, right? Maybe that resonates with those that maybe have recently walked away from something or set the boundaries. That person maybe didn't like it. They walked away because they couldn't take advantage of you anymore, or make you feel some sort of way, or treat you a certain way, right? That's for some. I'm getting that strongly for somebody out there. So anyways, you're looking at the potential, you're looking at your future, you're looking about what you want for yourself moving forward. And it actually falls right into place with this Three of Wands. Getting clear with your intentions about the direction you're trying to go down. Who's coming with you on this journey, who's staying back. You have many, many options as to where you can go with your ideas, but you're not 100% sure, right? And so you're brainstorming. I really do think you guys are like kind of weighing out your options. Even when we look, he's holding this little, almost looks like a little bit of a yin-yang. We have fire and water energy coming through. Balance, right? So finding the balance. It's important for you guys to stay balanced during this time. Stay grounded. Take time out for you to rest, recharge, be by yourself, connect with yourself, your own inner guidance. That will also help lead you, especially, like I said, if you have a decision coming up, obviously use your discernment. Look at the facts, but also incorporate and use your intuition as well. So balancing your logic versus your intuition, having a good balance, not being too analytical, too logical, not being too emotional, but finding the middle ground and connecting the logic and the facts with the intuition to help you make the best possible decision, okay? And so that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like you got many options. You're trying to figure out the direction you're going down. And then we actually have the Ace of Swords about like, okay, I know exactly what I want. There might actually be some really quick movement or news that you could be receiving as we have the Eagle swooping through in this card. So some of you might be receiving some sort of unexpected news or confirmation or a message of some sort. Even in the Ace of Cups, there's a little bird. So there's like messengers or like little feelings or little sparks of information or whether it's a person saying something to you, whether it's your gut, whether it's your intuition, like a dream that you might have, or just a feeling or a thought that comes to you. But it's like a little nugget of information that helps you on your journey, that helps you on this new endeavor or this new path that you're heading down, this new chapter, this new journey, really. that will lead to a lot of growth with that Empress energy coming through. So the cards that came out, the order, it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying this is not the start. I would say, like, it starts with the idea, the initiation of you guys thinking and contemplating, not really taking too much action, just sitting, waiting, thinking, and letting the ideas come to you, and brainstorming and writing down your ideas on a paper, and kind of, again, planning your next action before moving, because the King of Wands is all about action, but right now it's kind of just sit and wait. Just sit, wait, contemplate, okay? Right, and even at the backside of the Page of Wands, it looks like a choice. Now, we're on the front, right? Where it's the front side, but it's like maybe some of you have already made up your mind, you've made up a choice, and now it's just kind of like, how can we get this off the ground now? We have the idea. What do I need to do to make this happen, or to turn into something physical? Like, it starts off in the mind, but then you're able to actually turn it into something you can hold, you can touch, you can see, you can smell, right? We have the Magician backside. You're looking into the future, very similar to the Three of Wands, right? Looking into the future. Even when we look at the front side, looking into the future, what you want your life to look like. Magician energy, looking into what you envision for yourself, how you're going to get there. It's like focusing your target, yet broadening and being open to the possibilities, not just being narrow-minded and closed off to, no, it can only be this way, my way, or the highway, right? Because usually there's a lot of things, even though we may come up with plans, life gets in the way, universe steps in and maybe redirects us or pushes us down a different path, and just to be open to the journey and the possibilities that come your way, and, you know, just trusting every step, trusting every step in the direction that you're heading down. And I'm also feeling like, you know, looking at this Magician now, either this is a sunset or a sunrise. So if this is a sunset, right? Oh my god, jeez, what the hell was that? I apologize, don't know what the fuck that was about. So the Magician, right? I was saying, like, I don't know if this is a sunset or a sunrise. If this is a sunset, maybe this is symbolic of like something kind of coming to an end or completion in your life. And then if this is a sunrise, because honestly, I don't know, and the book doesn't say anything about the colors of the sky. If this is a sunrise, and that's symbolic of something new beginning or something new being born. I'm kind of getting more of that energy. But, you know, what they say, every ending's a new beginning. So it's kind of just like transitioning into this new chapter, this new phase for you guys. Yeah, and so it's like some of you may need to remove things in your life that just don't serve you. You know, using that blade, using that sword, and cutting out anything that's feeding into your imbalances, mindsets, beliefs that you've been telling yourself, the ways you have been handling situations, or even like cycles, perhaps, you know. Finally jumping off a wheel, that, you know, wheel, like a little, what's it called? Hamster wheel, you know, like just going on the hamster wheel, spinning, and like, you know, wait, I don't really want to be on this cycle anymore. I don't really want to go down this road anymore. I don't want to put up with this behavior, this treatment anymore. I don't want to tolerate this anymore, you know, like, I just seen this post and this really resonates with this spread, so thought I'd share. Certain things that you're coming to this realization like you don't want, and so you are removing it from your life, right? That Queen of Swords, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and standing your ground and not tolerating any less. And if anybody tries to disrespect you, you know, you're going to be a little bit cold, even though you may love the person, needing to just put your foot down and saying enough is enough, and this is what I'm going to tolerate, and if you want to continue disrespecting me or doing this to me, then I'm going to cut you off. You know, some of you are also manifesting new relationships, new connections, new romance, new friendships, right? And that is certainly coming your way in the near future. But if you have unhealthy relationships in your life currently, that is occupying space, and you can't have any new connections come in until you remove what's not serving you. So kind of, again, goes back to that Ace of Swords. I'm needing to remove the things in your life that just don't serve you. It can be about yourself. It could be about your environment. It could be lots of different things. It might be a whole wad of things that you're going to have to remove or get rid of. And sometimes that ain't always easy. It's not just so simple. You can't just, for some, you can remove certain things, and that's awesome. For some, it's like with circumstances, it's a little bit more difficult, or it's more challenging or time consuming. It's not just going to happen overnight, right? But needing to find the patience for that, and just setting your goals and setting your intentions and then working towards it. Whether it takes a day, a month, a year for it to come to fruition, it is happening. It is happening. And again, with these new beginnings, and as you are entering into this new chapter, you're transitioning into this new phase of your life, and you're shedding your old skin, right? With that snake in the tree. You're so ready for expanding and growing, and something is developing. Your ideas are very fertile right now. When we look at she's not pregnant. I was like, wait, she's not pregnant in this card. In every other Empress card in other decks, she's always pregnant. She's not even pregnant in this card. Did she already have her baby? Okay, well, that just takes away my point. But, the Empress does talk about fertility and growth and needing to nurture your ideas and nurturing yourself. So, although she's not pregnant, you're still pregnant with ideas, okay? Wow, I didn't even realize that. And also noticing the stars in the background, like wishes come true, dreams, turning your dreams into realities, things like that. Recognizing that obviously you're gonna have to put the work in, but it is possible. It really is. You just might need to remove certain things in your life that just don't serve you, and that might be a whole process. But becoming aware of those things and the steps that are needed to be taken in order to get to your goal and your destination that you're trying to get towards. It's not going to happen tomorrow, right? You can't just wave a magic wand and it's over and done with and you're there. Like, obviously, it's not part of the journey. You gotta go through all of it, the ups, the downs, you get me? So, yeah. So you got lots of new things coming your way. You're recognizing your potential. You're stepping into your authenticity. You're feeling good. You're focused on your future. You need to stay grounded in the present moment. You may need to remove certain things, people, connections in your life that just don't serve you. And when you do that, you're also shedding your old skin, you're transforming, and you're letting go of the past and things that just don't serve you, like I said. And the future looks bright, lots of room for growth and expansion, and yeah. Okay, it's really beautiful, you guys. Let's get some affirmations to wrap this up for group number 3 for June 2021. Any affirmations for group number 3? Any affirmations for group number 3 for June 2021 regarding the spread? Any affirmations for group number 3? Any affirmations for group number 3 for June 2021? What affirmations does group number 3? Those that chose Carnelian need to hear. Any affirmations for group number 3 for June 2021? Those that chose Carnelian. Any affirmations, please, for June 2021? Any affirmations for group number 3 for June 2021? Wow, those cards did not want to come out. All right, we got reflection coming out. Any affirmations? Tranquility, affirmations for group number 3 for June 2021. Okay, thank you. Tranquility and awareness. See, and you guys are becoming aware. So, reflection. Showing you guys the card of this beautiful flamingo. We are human. Who says we have to be perfect? Love yourself unconditionally as the angels do, and the actions and words of others will be the reflection. Affirmation, I am as perfect as I am. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We all go through lessons and, not allowing our past to hold us back or dictate our future, right? We make peace with the past. We accept what has happened. We move on from it. Obviously, it's not that easy, but to love ourselves unconditionally despite all the things that we've gone through. And the actions and words of others will be the reflection. So there is a bit of reflective energy. Even for example, when you catch yourself getting into an argument with others, or someone maybe is lashing out on you or calling you names or just saying a bunch of hurtful things, a lot of the time, as painful and as hurtful as it is, a lot of the time it has nothing to do with you, and it's more of a reflection of how they feel about themselves, right? I'm just saying, when you listen, sometimes you'll notice the person is actually really projecting how they feel about themselves. It's pretty interesting. So, sometimes we act as mirrors for people and we trigger people to look at themselves. So that's a little bit unrelated to the reading, unless this ties in with, the energy of standing your ground and standing up for yourself, and maybe someone doesn't like that, maybe they get all triggered and just, you know, throw daggers your way, a lot of mean, hurtful things. And just know it's not a reflection of you, it's really a reflection of themselves. So that's for those that kind of have been going through those experiences, maybe had a fallout with someone recently, and maybe they've said some really hurtful things. I know it doesn't take away the hurt, the pain, the sadness that you could be feeling, although we're not really getting any of like Five of Cups or any of that here. But for those that maybe have been feeling that, you know, because the Five of Swords, that's not sunshine, rainbows, and happiness. That's obviously really sucky. But to recognize that a lot of what they are saying has nothing to do with you and more to do with themselves. So obviously it's unfair for you to be the punching bag, but, you know, just remember that we tend to be a reflection to others. Anyways, tranquility. Find a tranquil setting and enjoy the quiet. Answers come more easily when the mind is empty of thoughts. You will feel freer when you let go of fears of not achieving. Affirmation, I am blessed. So definitely, and I've said this for the other two groups so far, is to spend some time outdoors, get into your element, whatever element is strongly in your chart, fire, air, water, earth, like just be around the element, get grounded, or just be around all the elements, you know, walk on the ground barefoot, be outside, get some fresh air, be by water, have a little campfire, light some candles, things like that. Just like be around the elements and just recharge your battery and sit in some silence and just be with your thoughts and journal down your feelings and get whatever is on your mind off onto like a little paper and brainstorm, whether it's things that you're needing to release and get off your chest, or if it's things that are on your mind that you're wanting to pursue. Like just write it all down, man. Get it all out on a piece of paper. Okay? And you know, you will feel a lot more freer when you let go of fears of not achieving, for sure, because when we have fears can really limit us and hold us back or prevent us from growing. So needing to cut that out of our lives, because we don't need that. Okay? And last but not least, awareness. What is this? A platypus? Platypus? Yeah? Alright. Allow your direction to unfold as you become more aware. Healing begins in the quiet of your mind, and answers are forthcoming even if you've not asked a question. Affirmation, I'm listening. So just, again, kind of ties back in with what I was saying, is to calm your mind, be out in nature, or just have some peace and quiet. And when you do, let your mind wander. Whatever comes up, let it come up. If there's some things that come up that might be a little bit triggering, face it. Because that's when you do a lot of healing, and that's when you can have the most breakthroughs. As uncomfortable or as painful as it is, you can really use that to your advantage and come out more evolved. Answers are going to be coming to you easily, especially with all this eclipse energy going on and the retrograde energy going on. We have so many planets retrograding right now. It's really highlighting illusions and illuminations. It's really highlighting, illuminating any secrets or things that haven't been the truth all along. Like, you might just be getting a lot of clarity on things, especially as we had that Ace of Swords come through in this reading. It's like, okay, 100% getting clarity on yourself, on those around you, just seeing things crystal clear, like having just that sharp vision, knowing exactly what you want, knowing exactly what you need to be doing. Yeah. Lots of like kind of blue colors coming through in the spread. Let's wrap this up with some Tikashi messages for group number 3. Any Tikashi messages for group number 3 for June 2021? Any Tikashi messages for group number 3 for June 2021? Any Tikashi messages for group number 3 for June 2021? Any Tikashi messages, please, for group number 3, those that chose Carnelian for June 2021. Any Tikashi messages? Okay, it doesn't want to shuffle anymore. Let's get into it. Any Tikashi messages? Awakening. Literally awakening fell on top of awareness. Okay, what else? Process, and give me one more for group number 3 for June 2021. Any Tikashi messages? Thank you so much. And we have cooperation. Okay. Awakening process, cooperation. So awakening, rousing from the inactivity of the past or having held yourself back. Now is the time to wake up to what can be achieved and shake yourself into action. Awaken to your potential, awaken to your love, and awaken to yourself. Process. Allow and enjoy the process of your life without rushing to the goal. Experiences are part of the journey, and you don't have to understand them all to enjoy the process. Now is the time to look at how you approach and do things. Perhaps make some changes, for what worked for you in the past may not necessarily be the best process for the future. And that's facts, right? When we shed our old skins, we change, and sometimes we have to adjust. Sometimes we have to make changes in our own life. Sometimes when we outgrow our pot, we need a bigger pot, and sometimes, we outgrow our environment or those that are in our lives. And, people, it's that saying, people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and that can sometimes, that might apply for those that have recently walked away from someone, or someone may have walked away from you, is that maybe it's just because you've outgrown them and they're not supposed to be in your life at this time. If you're meant to cross paths, you certainly will. It always happens if it's meant to, for your higher purpose. But yeah, just like trusting the process, not really being in a rush. I'm not really getting too much of like rushing or impatient energy here. You guys are kind of just enjoying moving at a nice slow pace. At least that's what it seems, right? So that's awesome. Just keep it slow and steady. And then we have cooperation. Cooperate with yourself. Don't give yourself a hard time. A balance of give and take is what's needed. Let go and allow that is which for your highest good. Now is the time for active participation in group projects. In active cooperation, you will gain much more than you anticipated. Be responsive to all situations. So definitely, working together in teams and groups with friends, family, understanding, and, just speaking your truth. And, whoever's walking away doesn't seem to be cooperating, but, obviously I don't know the full story. So, I guess overall, don't give yourself a hard time. And remember the balance of give and take. What you put out, you should receive. If you give into a connection and it's completely unrequited, one-sided, you're always extending yourself, giving, and they just take. Yeah, you're gonna have to set your boundaries. That's unfair, that's draining, that's not good for you. So, just things like that. But don't beat yourself up over it. We all go through situations like that we gotta learn the lesson, right? There's always lessons we can take from these experiences, no matter how good or bad. There's always, something we can gain, for the most part. So group number 3, that is what I got for you guys for this spread. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below, as well as leave a like, subscribe. If you want, you can turn on the notification bell so that you guys are notified when I upload. And if you want, you can go check me out on Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Okay, group number 4, you guys chose Moonstone. Now, before we get into this, I'm just going to cleanse the energy a little bit. Group number 4, let's see. Thank you. Also, if you hear snoring in the background, my dog has joined us. So, let's get into this. Group number 4. What was that smell? It smelled something. It smelled like, maybe it's just my candle that's dead. I'm using my singing bowl to sit on it. Yeah, okay. This smells so good, you guys. The scent was called Cranberry and Sage. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm so sad that, there's all this wax, but the wick is dead. But, we love using things. Look at this. Now it just sits right there. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm, chatty right now. Anyway, so those that chose Moonstone, let's see what messages need to come through for group number 4. Any messages for group number 4 for June 2021? Group number 4, please. Messages for group number 4. What's going on for group number 4? Any messages for group number 4? Those that chose Moonstone. What messages do... my words. Any messages for group number 4? Those that chose Moonstone for June 2021. What's going on for group number 4? Show me clearly. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 4 in June 2021. Any messages for group number 4, please? We're also, I forgot to mention, using the Illuminati deck. Any messages for group number 4? June 2021. Messages for group number 4. Show me clearly. Any insight, wisdom, guidance for group number 4 in June 2021. Okay, the deck's kind of getting stuck. I think this might... One more? Okay. Messages for group number 4 for June 2021. Any messages for group number 4 in June of 2021? We have the 5 of Swords. Oof. This card came out for group number 3. Messages for group number 4. Show me clearly. We also got the 10 of Cups. Ooh. Messages for group number 4 in June 2021. 6 of Swords. Messages for, the world reversed. Oh, yikes. Okay. Messages, not yikes, but just like I can sense something's gone down. Like there could have been some sort of fallout or argument, and it's just like there's lack of answers, lack of closure. Let's just see. Messages for group number 4 for June. We also have the 7 of Swords. Oh, no. Group number 4, are you okay? Messages for group number 4, please. Oh. 8 of Cups reverse. This fell on top of the world reverse. I'm just going to get one more for group of 4. Group of 4? What? Group number 4. Messages for group number 4 for June 2021. The King of Swords. Oh, you guys are pissed. You guys are angry. Oh my god, what has happened? There's definitely... You feel like someone has done you wrong. You feel like someone's gotten away with some crazy shit. Let's see. The bottom of the deck. Prince of Pentacles. 7 of Cups, High Priestess, and the 9 of Swords. Oh, yo, group of 4. What is it? Group of 4? Group number 4? Group of 4, what the hell? Mercury retrograde. Let's just blame it on the stars, y'all. Oh my god. So, let me just get my thoughts straight before I start speaking, you guys. Just trying to, put all the puzzle pieces together, because there's a lot going on here. Yeah, so let's just talk about the signs. First of all, we have Piscean energy. We have Aquarius coming out. We have quite a bit of air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a little bit of water. Quite a bit. We have, a little bit of water. Tiny little bit of earth, no fire, okay? Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of confusion right now. You're not really sure what to do, where you're going, because something happened suddenly. You did not expect this. It's like as if there was some sort of fallout, an argument between you and someone, whether this is in the home life, whether this is someone you consider family, or someone who you live with, or someone who is very close to you. We have the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So this tells me that there was definitely some sort of fallout. Someone's very stubborn in their ways, maybe even a little bit egotistical or prideful, like they won't ever admit when they're wrong or apologize for where they went wrong, and it's just super frustrating. Anyways, 10 of Cups with the 5 of Swords, it seems like there's the energy of walking away from something, or someone is walking away, but there's like the energy of loss and feeling just like, wow, after everything we've gone through, this is what you're going to do for me. Like, seriously, we have the 7 of Swords coming out as if someone has either taken advantage of you or played games, mind games, manipulation, trying to turn the tables to make you seem like you're the bad guy for standing up, or like not tolerating this. Like, look at this King of Swords with the 7 of Swords. Like, you either may have caught someone on their bullshit, or someone had tried getting away, or maybe they were successful with it, and this King of Swords energy over here, they're pissed off. Like, someone here is pissed off. I'm assuming it's you, group number 4. Like, maybe you found out someone that was up to no good, or was doing something behind your back, or maybe just in a fallout, you just realized someone's intentions weren't pure, or you felt like betrayed or manipulated, like something like that. Like, something like that went down, and you are so upset, and you're confused, and you're anxious. You don't understand, like, why is this happening? Did I not see this all along? Like, someone definitely, whoever did this, the 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, you got 2 7s out here. Yeah, okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Maybe that someone lied or kept secrets from you, or just like wasn't honest with the High Priestess and the 7 of Cups. Like, someone just wasn't honest with you, and left you in the dark, or left you trying to put the puzzle pieces together. Like, there's just a lot of confusion here, and it's as if someone knew what they were doing and they played you like a violin. Like, that's like how someone feels, like they were played or manipulated or done wrong, or they sacrificed so much just to get treated a certain way. And with the High Priestess coming out, maybe your intuition kind of had this feeling like something was up, or something was a little bit suspicious, but maybe you didn't pay attention to it. Maybe you ignored it, and now you're beating yourself up like, damn, I saw the red flags. I had that feeling. I knew deep down something was off, or I knew that this was going to happen, and I ignored it. And so you guys might be beating yourself up over not paying attention to the signs. Oh yeah, there's just like a lot of like, like your, like, what's it called? Like, what's it? Face palm. Oh my god. Like, you're, face palming yourself. That's literally what she's doing in this car. Like, why would I fall for that? Or I feel like such an idiot. Like, not to beat yourself up. I know it's hard, and I don't know your situation exactly. And obviously we've all been there, and it sucks when you go through something like that. But to just be kind and gentle to yourself, you really need it. You guys seem to be going through it, and you're needing to be just gentle and kind to yourself, and to be around those that do support you. But there's just a lot of confusion, and it's just like, it just feels like it went from 0 to 100. There is the energy of moving forward, but it's like moving forward without the answers. World in the reverse with the 8 of Cups reversed. There's still like attachment to this. There's still the lack of answers. This cycle hasn't come to an end. There's an incomplete cycle here. There's definitely unfinished business. Okay, so this will probably come up. I don't know when, don't know how, but with the World reverse, 8 of Cups reverse, there is the energy of this going to be resurfacing. So although you may not have answers right now, I think you will be getting answers later on. Yo, you guys, what is happening here? It's just like, this seems intense. I can't lie. What else am I getting from this? I kind of want to put this in order. Like, I just feel like as if someone showed you their true colors, and for some you could have been in denial for a little bit, but with time things began to unfold to the point where you couldn't deny the facts that were right in front of you. And I also feel like someone's not taking you seriously. Looking at the 7 of Swords and the King of Swords. The 7 of Swords, his eyes, he's looking back. He's actually looking back at the King of Swords. Like, I don't know if my camera will pick this up. I'm going to see. Okay, I'm going to try and hold it still. Yeah, I don't know if you can see his eyes. He's looking back at the King of Swords like, haha, I just played you. Haha, and I'm going to get away with it. Yeah. Let's see, how can I, like, what else? Like, I want to clarify, but, like, I didn't clarify the other readings, but we're only at 11 minutes. Let me see, what else at the bottom of the deck? Princess of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Emperor, Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands, World, the Wheel reversed, and Death. Okay, yeah. So it's like I said, I do feel like whatever the situation is, it's not over, it's not done with. For the time being, it might be, but I do think it's going to be resurfacing probably sometime soon. So if you've been feeling confused and unsure, and you're wanting answers, you might just get some answers, but I don't know if it's going to be like the full truth. We have the Princess of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and the Emperor. So there's already like and the Queen of Swords and 9 of Wands. There's a lot of defensive energy. So basically, it's like after the fallout and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm going to work on my inner peace. I'm angry. I'm fed up over a situation, but I can't stay stuck on this. Even though there is the energy of like attachment or holding on to the situation, like there's obviously something that's incomplete. You've walked away from something, or someone's walked away from you, but it's just like it's not over yet. Anyways, so you're just gonna move forward. Even though you're moving forward, you're still confused, right, with that 7 of Cups, but we have that Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. So it's just like slowly moving forward, getting back your footing after taking a fall or a little tumble. You know, you're picking yourself back up and you're just gonna, you know, move on with your life. You're not going to allow this to hold you back. But, you know, on the back of your mind, there's still this situation like, why did this happen? Or how did I not see this? Or, you know, there's something that's still like on your mind that you're confused about. And maybe you're needing to go inward, maybe going inward and just kind of sitting and thinking and just process what went down, the situation. You might just get a lot more clarity. And even in general, just like with this Nine of Swords, this card has come out for 3 out of 4 of these reads. Like, whoa, like a lot of you guys are experiencing anxiety right now. It's so important for you guys to just try to, I don't know, it's not always easy, but trying to just get into the present moment and check in with yourself. Notice if you're carrying any tension in your body. Focus on your breath. Take longer, deeper breaths. Some of you are taking very shallow breaths or holding your breath, carrying a lot of tension. Just make sure you are taking care of yourself and getting plenty of rest and working on, you know, meditating more and making that more of a priority to calm the mind, because it seems like you guys are very worked up over what has just happened. I think this happened very recently, like some sort of blow up, some sort of argument, shit hit the fan, like, whew, yeah. So it's just like about you guys, you are moving to calmer waters, right? So that's positive. Six of Swords, you are moving to calmer waters, much more peaceful times. So I feel like this has already happened. Just saying. I feel like this has already happened. Okay? Anyway, so you're moving forward. You're trying to just calm and collect yourself and just clear your mind and just kind of surrender to the situation. A lot of this is out of your control. Obviously, it seems like there's more than one person involved in this. Like, when we look at these cards, the Five of Swords, we have 3 people in these cards. The Ten of Cups, we have 4 people in these cards. So I feel like as if multiple people are affected by this. In the Six of Swords, we got 3 people in this card. In the Seven of Swords, we actually have 3 people in this card as well. So, I mean, for some, maybe, obviously, if the shoe fits. If it doesn't, let it slide. But some of you maybe found out maybe there are other options. Even with that Seven of Cups energy, say you were in a relationship or just getting to know someone. Maybe someone was seeing other people. That's just like for a small group of you, or some of you just feel like you were played or even ghosted. But I don't know, it seems much more bigger than that. It doesn't seem something like that. It seems like someone really hurt you or played you or manipulated you and you are fed up and done. Anyway, so I keep going back in circles. You're moving forward, even though there's still a little bit of confusion, it's still on the back of your mind. And then like you might just get some sort of apology, but is it sincere? I don't know. I don't really think you trust it. We have the Emperor. So look, Princess of Cups to the Emperor. So there's already an imbalance in the energy, okay? Someone's coming to you kind of immature, kind of like making excuses for themselves or not fully holding themselves accountable. Like, it kind of seems like a bit of a half-ass apology. And then we have the Queen of Swords and Nine of Wands. We also have the Five of Wands. So this is the card order that came out. It was Princess of Cups, right? The apology after some sort of fallout. Five of Wands, some sort of argument. So now we got 2 fives out here. Fives are very significant of change. So whatever happens next, there's definitely change happening here. But anyways, you receive some sort of apology or message, but you're just, again, not having it. Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands, and you just don't trust it. You really don't. And you might speak your truth. You might voice how you feel and get a lot of things off your chest. And perhaps you might even get clarity too. Who knows? But as moving forward, I don't think this will go anywhere. The Wheel reverse, as well as the Two of Wands reverse. I didn't even see that card. And Death. Scorpio energy. Also underneath Death, we have Strength. So this is very difficult. This is a very difficult decision that you're making. But this has to be done. So basically what I'm seeing here is like, you know, you may forgive, but you don't forget. And just because I've forgiven you doesn't mean I'm going to give you a second chance. You know, like, okay, you know what? I forgive you, but we can't move forward or something like that. You know, maybe you don't even forgive them. That's cool too, right? You don't, just because someone apologizes doesn't mean you have to forgive them, right? Anyways, 2 of Wands reversed with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This tells me that the cycle, this is over. You're not going back. You're not moving forward. You're just completely cutting this off. There's no moving forward with this. And that's it. Obviously, you gotta be free will, but just based off the cards, like, that's just what I'm seeing. And it requires a lot of strength, you know? It kind of pulls at your heartstring. You're like, oh, like, I wish things could be different. I wish it didn't have to be this way. Especially if this is someone very close to you, or someone you have family with, or someone who's very close, or you live with them. Like, you know, this is not an easy decision. It really isn't. But it's just like, this has crossed the line. There's no going back from this. And so with strength coming out, this requires a lot of strength. And you might be thinking and contemplating and trying to see, is there another way? Is there another way from this? Like, you know, trying to see if there's like a way you can move past this, but you just can't. You just can't. And so strength and death. Endings. Big endings. Well, you know what they say, every ending brings a new beginning. And there is very transformative energy. We also got Leo energy, Scorpio, Libra energy, Aries energy. Just telling you guys the signs. But yeah, I think you're laying this to rest. So, in a way, that's kind of like, despite the situation, I'm just kind of glad that it's come full circle, because when we had the 8 of Cups reverse and the World reverse, I was like, damn, like that's unfortunate, right? An incomplete chapter, an incomplete cycle, like, you know, that always kind of eats away at you, even months, years later on, at least for some, and depending on the situation. But it's looking like it won't, because it will be wrapped up once and for all. So for the time being, this where are my words? For the time being, it's like this incompletion or unfinished business, that is temporary. This will wrap up. You may get answers, you may get a chance to speak your truth or get things off your chest, things that maybe you need to say or release. Maybe you'll get answers, maybe you'll get an apology, but at the end of the day, moving forward, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. I don't think you're going to give this another chance, or, like, I just don't think you trust it. I really don't. So, yeah, that's tough. Sending you guys all my love. Let's wrap this up with some affirmations and Tikashi messages for group number 4. Very intense reading. Man. Okay. Any affirmations for group number 4? That's my dog in the background. Any affirmations for group number 4? Please show me clearly. For the month of June 2021. You know, with all this eclipse energy, retrograde energy, it is making things a lot more heightened, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a lot of like arguments and endings and things like that. Like, you know, especially with Mercury retrograding, causing lots of miscommunication and misunderstandings and fallouts and arguments, and then with this eclipse energy, it's making things tense. And it's going to reach a peak, and everything, like, oh my god, it's going to be, I mean, not even, it is, it's not even, it, oh my god, it's going to be intense. But I think it's just building up this tension, even like, I feel like, now don't quote me, but I even feel like on a grand scale, even like globally, I feel like there's tension building up. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm just kind of I'm a little bit spooked. All this energy, astrologically, I'm like, everybody just stay safe. Keep you and your family safe. Spread love, compassion. Anyways, I'm sorry for talking, y'all. Affirmations. I'll have like a timestamp somewhere. Any affirmations for group number 4? What am I saying? June 2021. Any affirmations for group number 4? Anyways, alright. Any affirmations for group number 4? We have balance. Okay, right. Stay balanced despite all the chaos. Stay balanced. We also have truth and new growth. Okay. Balance. Balancing activities and rest will increase your strength. Your body will indicate changes required in your nutrition. Affirmation, I am energized. So, a little unrelated to this whole spread, but it's so important for you guys in the month of June to focus on your wellness, your health, your well-being, exercising more, eating better, drinking enough water, getting enough rest, really just putting your health and wellness as a priority this month. That's what's going to keep you grounded and balanced despite what might be going on around you, all the chaos. Whew, just take a deep breath. It will all be okay. You guys gotta just focus on you and your own inner peace and stay grounded and stay balanced, okay? This says, I am energized. That will help you stay energized, because when you focus on those things, you'll have a lot more energy. You'll be more awake and in the right mindset to deal with these kind of things, right? You know, when we're in a really bad mindset or we're exhausted and then all this drama's going on, it's just like, I just want to cry, you know? It's just like, get enough rest, get enough sleep, take care of yourself, carve time out for you to rest, recharge, meditate, calm your mind. And even though it might be painful or frustrating or causing a lot of anger, like, at least you'll have the sanity to deal with this crap. You know, we have truth coming out. Literally truth coming out. Every situation in life can be seen from many points of view, but the truth is in the answer, which gives you peace of mind. Affirmation, I am truthful to myself. So be honest with yourself, be honest with those around you. And honestly, there's some shit coming to light. There's lots of truth being illuminated here, and needing to just look at the facts instead of making excuses, especially if you're seeing the facts or seeing the truth of how someone is, instead of making excuses for them and enabling their behavior, needing to see it for what it is. And as painful, as sucky as that might be, you know. And we also have new growth coming out, so that's positive. Look at you guys growing through the crap, the pain, the hurt, stepping up and evolving and transforming. The butterfly, beautiful. It is time to spread your wings and fly. Understanding another point of view shows maturity and growth. Affirmation, I'm responsible. So there's something about perspective and point of view here. Perception is key. 100%. There's always something that you can take from a situation, no matter how good or bad it is. There's always some sort of lesson that you can take moving forward. Like, for example, obviously this might not apply for everybody, but let's just say you had signs in front of you. Let's just say that you kind of had a gut feeling about a person in your life, but you kind of just shook it off and ignored it. Maybe you didn't really trust yourself or trust your intuition, and then it turned out that it was true. And I know, it sucks, it's painful, but moving forward, next time you get a gut feeling about someone, or you have that suspicion or that kind of insight, trust it or pay attention to it more, right? You probably won't end up in similar situations because now you've learned the lesson and there won't be a next time. And if there is a next time, you'll catch on to it much quicker so that you can avoid ending up in these types of situations. I know it sucks. Whew, I'm sending you guys all my love. Let me get some Tikashi messages and wrap this up. But at least you guys are growing, you know? You're growing. And, yeah. Man, some intense stuff. Alright, any Tikashi messages for group number 4 for June 2021. Any Tikashi messages for group number 4 in June 2021. Any Tikashi messages for group number 4 in June 2021. Let's see. We have wellness. Like I said, focus on your wellness, balance, and ground yourself. We also have consideration and thought. Okay. Wellness. Wellness is a feeling on the inside which emanates outward like love. Wellness is a state of mind which emanates outward like love. In fact, wellness is love. If you're unwell physically or emotionally, seek out and remedy the cause and do not just band-aid the symptoms, for wellness is your natural state of being. Do not settle for second best and all will be well. Maybe that's what some of you have been doing, is settling for second best. And now you guys are realizing your worth and not tolerating that type of treatment. Seriously. Consideration. Pay attention. Let nothing move past without your examination. Be reflective. Do not make any hasty decisions. Many special moments are unfolding for your attention. If you carefully look at what's brought you to this now moment, you will see how much of yourself deserves your loving consideration and thought. Be aware of your thoughts. Your thoughts carry a great deal of energy. Choose to create your world with happy, loving thoughts. Be unselfish in your thinking and considerate of others. Situations may not be as you expect, and you might have to do some rethinking. Okay, so there's a little bit of energy of like needing to look at other perspectives. So I guess if that applies, and you can look at things from a different perspective, that's really coming through for someone. I don't know the other perspective. Big lessons being learned though, and you're definitely growing from this experience. And this is like a very important time for you guys. Okay? So, group number 4, that is what I got for you guys for this reading for June 2021. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments, as well as leave a like, subscribe, and you can always turn on the bell notifications so that you are notified when I upload in the future. And if you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.